So this is called Trophy Park. Should have read my info signs. These are trophies from the Spanish-American War. In the late 1800s, 1890s, we had a war with Spain. We took Cuba. Along with that, we got the Philippines. And these are trophies from that period. Now I'm going to read about those bells. So the bells came from a church in Balangia, Samar, which is located in the Philippine Islands. The bells rang out and signaled the attack by the Bolo tribesmen on Sunday morning, the 28th of September 1901, and in which Company G of the 9th U.S. Infantry was massacred. But evidently we lost the battle, but we won that war. And then we have something very interesting coming up. Well, here's another trophy from that same time period. You see it was cast at Houndsditch Armory, London, England in 1557. It says that the inscription on the breech reads, "Robert Owen made this falcon cannon anno 1557. There is a rose in high relief between the letters M and R. For Queen Mary of Tudor, ruler of England, when the cannon was cast." Now they think the trophy was taken in 1901 as a war trophy on the island of Samar during the Philippine insurrection. But the English occupied parts of the Philippines in 1765 through 1767, and they might have left it then. Anyway, it is the only cannon, bronze artillery, in the United States. English bronze cannon. Let me clarify that. So let's see. You can see, I don't know. Bronze cannon, amazing. Well, this will be the last thing we're going to shoot here on the base. Very seldom do you have base cemeteries. So this is a little bit strange. But because it was an army base, that will account for why we have a cemetery here. There is a plaque here that tells about it. I'll just read you some of it. Oh, and in the distance is the latest housing for the airmen. So while the officers have those very old and huge brick buildings, the airmen have the latest and greatest right over there. So it says, the cemetery was begun in 1867 when the base was established, and it contains the graves of military as well as civilians. We also have the Buffalo Soldiers. Now I don't know if my European friends are familiar with the Buffalo Soldiers, but they were black soldiers that fought for the Union, and there are some of those are buried here. They served in the West Army after the Civil War. We also have many children who died here of the epidemics through the 1800s and 1900s. And then in a separate section that I will show you, there are 9 German and 1 Italian soldier, and they are in a separate place here in the cemetery, and I'll show you those. While most of the gravestones are standard military issue, there are some that some headstones are from individual purchased by friends or family. So let's go in there and check it out. Well, here's the section where the prisoners of war who died during World War II. So there's 9 Germans here. Here's one that I can read fairly well. Peter Halbig. He died November 4th, 1944. A gear biter. Can't quite read that one. So let's see if I can find the Italian. Oh, I see. Here's a grenadier. George Schweitzer. Can't really read. G-E-F. Griff. A Griffeteer. So let's find the... Here's the Italian. Domenico Caverecci, private Italian, and he died December 12th, 1945. Poor guy. I don't know what they died of. But, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the tour of F.E. Warren Air Force Base.